What's up, mushroom people? I am back with some new comic reviews this week in comics. Well, for me, anyway. And I only bought 2 books this week. I bought Empyre Empyre number 4, and Giant Size X-Men Fantomex number 1. And as always, this stuff is brought to you by my own comic books. I produce the comic book series Red Knight. I also have a novel, Davida. They're both available on manospublishing.com, and you can find Davida also on amazon.com if you prefer. So, hey, what's going on with these Marvel books? Let's start off with, I'm going to start off with Fantomex. Now, I actually do not have much experience with this character. He popped in during a period where I wasn't reading X-Men. I only am familiar with him on a small basis. We definitely kind of look into his history, so this is a pretty good issue, actually, that really seems to kind of dig into his history. So it's good for me, frankly. And we begin with this giant evil scientific experiment, you know, the hype you see in superhero comics. And one is accepted, one baby. They're doing something with babies and producing them, or it's a baby factory, essentially, and they're doing evil stuff, genetic testing, and blah, blah, blah. And the 2, I guess, most important babies, one gets rejected and thrown out, and the other one is accepted, and that's going to be the prize baby that they're going to really be working with. The main scientist even says, "Here, we worship the one true God, science!" Throwing away babies and worshiping science. I'm pretty sure this is what right-wing Christians think secular people are like. So let's go to the future, and actually it's only a decade later, so what, did that baby grow up? I don't know this character too well, so I mean, maybe he did grow up. He's a genetic test baby, so maybe that's a thing. So, hey, it must be the 40s or late 50s or something like that, because he got the Howling Commandos with Nick Fury, Two Eyes Nick Fury, to go break into this complex, and he calls it the World, and they're attacked by these flying robots. He gets a chance to see, I guess, I'm going to call him his brother, and go, "Hey, okay, let's go." And he tells him, "No, not yet. I'm not ready." Another decade passes, and he gets the Hellfire Club to invade. And also, horrifyingly enough, security seems to have advanced with tentacle monsters and stuff like that. He gets to his brother, and his brother looks a little more advanced, and he says, "No, I'm not quite ready." Then we have a couple of decades go by. He finds this other team, which I'm not familiar with these characters, but he's like rejecting a bunch of other Marvel teams. So he's like, those guys can't do it. You random people that, you know, look like, you know, dollar store action figures. You know, you are the guys. And, oh well, of course security gets ridiculously advanced. It's becoming more and more like Adventure Time, kind of like characterizations, like all the tentacle monsters and robots and these all strange things. Gets to him again and turns him down. Then we get to see, I guess we get now up to the Grant Morrison days, which I believe he premiered in. And then, of course, we get to this, and he looks quite advanced. He almost looks like an Eternal, frankly. And he, of course, turns him down. And we go to the present, where he finds a group of X-Men, and one random guy from AIM who he hired. I wonder who will die in this mission. I don't know. And it ends right there. So I'm not sure where this is going to be continuing. I'm not sure if this is supposed to be designed as a one-shot. The Giant Size series has been primarily one-shots, but this, I assume, is going to continue somewhere else. Or at least we're going to hear the ramifications of it. So, not too bad. It was fun kind of getting to know this character that I've seen glimpses of. Really, I've not read one issue with this guy, so it was fascinating to take a look at it. Not too bad. I'm going to give this 4 out of 5 Rand chips. And here we go to Empyre number 4. And wow, this was quite a bit. This is from Al Ewing and, let's see, Dan Slott. I apologize about the pronunciation. Valerino Scheide? I know that's not how you pronounce that. Okay, hey, things are getting complicated, as things tend to with war and a new leader. Let's see. Carol and Torch and the Super Skrull are having a meeting. Things are getting worse, and Hulkling is asleep. He's been he's been burning the midnight oil as the new leader for quite a bit, and he's been taking a well-needed rest. He gets up and goes, you know what? I think I know what the solution is. I think we're going to use our sun-exploding bomb to take out the Katati on Earth. That, of course, by the way, would also blow up and destroy Earth. Carol and Torch are obviously not into that idea. Nice bit of character here, and because Carol has the accuser hammer right now, and she uses it to scan him, but it does seem like it's him. Now keep in mind, she was given this hammer by suspicious people, so might not be accurate, but right now she's not really sure. Torch says, we would never give up, and of course Super Skrull mentions, you kind of did give up when Galactus, went after the Skrull homeworld. I kind of remember that, jerk. They are teleported back to a safe place, and it's actually Hulkling's old apartment that he had with Wiccan, and we'll get to that in a minute. Meanwhile, Tony and Reed are still working on the problem and how to solve it, and they're kind of getting a little frazzled, and things are getting really stressful for them. Tony is building even a new armor with a 4 on it. Wakanda's holding, and very good. Black Panther is just holding tight with his army and holding back the Katati. Meanwhile, over in Lake Victoria, let's see, Swordsman and Skid are being talked to by Mantis, his mother, and she's trying to plead their case to maybe stop the war, and that's when She-Hulk jumps in. By the way, I didn't know she had this gamma blast, which is a really cool projection that the Hulks really don't have. And we discover that she has been infected by this Katati creature, and even reveals that she's been dead. I don't know how long she's been dead. And since Al Ewing is writing this, and Al Ewing has been also doing the Immortal Hulk stuff, so it finally seems to be answering the question, how involved is Jennifer Walters in all that Immortal Hulk jazz. It looks like probably she'll be affected too, where, long story short, Hulks really don't die. It's kind of complicated. But speaking complicated, Captain Marvel and Human Torch talked to Wiccan about it and explained everything they saw, and he's looking at the information that they have, and he's going, this ain't Hulkling. I know what your hammer said, but this ain't him. This is the man I married. I think I know him a little bit better. Excellent stuff. I'm really digging this event. I tend to skip events a lot, unless I'm told it's great or I need to or something like this. This I decided to jump into because frankly I'm in the mood for some kind of fun space cosmic battle, and this has not been disappointing. This has been very, very good. If you're like me, if you're a person who skips events, maybe you should need to jump back in and buy 1 through 4. It's been really entertaining so far. I'm going to give this 5 out of 5 RAM chips, and I think this is probably my favorite issue of this storyline so far. And I like the idea of Dan Slott and Al Ewing working together on this. I tend to see a lot of events worked on by one person, and this has 2 very talented writers working together, and I think that's actually not a bad way to go. So, I don't know, there's not been one weak moment so far in this miniseries. What did you think? Do you like it? Hey, leave me a comment below. Tell me what you're reading. What did you pick up this week? I only got 2 books. Hey, also, you can subscribe, hit the notification bell so you can find out all things Manos, and you can support the Manos, Real Manos and Manos Publishing at patreon.com. You can also follow me on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. You can find out all cool, neat stuff about me. All right, hey, I gotta get going, so push the button, Lindsay.